Hello and welcome to On the Move, a show about what's going on in Hampton Roads featuring community leaders who are moving the region forward. I'm Thomas Becker with Hampton Roads Transit, and today we're talking everyone's favorite topic, traffic and congestion. But in this case, it's how to commute smarter. What many people don't know is that HRT operates what's called a Transportation Demand Management Program that promotes ride-sharing options such as carpooling, vanpooling, emergency rides home, transit, of course, biking, walking, park and ride lots, and telecommuting. This is all to reduce the number of single driver commuters. And now that program has a new name. It's first since beginning in 1995. Here to tell us more about the new brand goCommute is Amy Jordan, who directs the program. Welcome, Amy.
Thank you, Thomas. Thanks so much for having me today.
First, we need to mention the previous name of the program, TRAFFIX.
Yes.
So why the name change to goCommute?
Well, there was a lot of disconnect with that name. It's a little confusing when you hear it. Obviously makes you think of traffic. You don't always get the fix that is in that name. People often thought maybe it was something related to road work and construction, which we have quite a bit going on in this region. Didn't always understand that it was a program to help our commuters get where they needed to go. So we decided it was time. It was time for a refresh, to bring in some new ideas, new energy, and a new brand. So we went through quite an extensive process and some focus groups, and were able to come up with this new name and brand.
GoCo for short.
Yes.
Tell us what goCommute offers commuters and employers.
Sure. So you mentioned a little bit. We do the carpooling, vanpooling programs. We have a very extensive vanpool program where we offer incentives to those that are within one of our vanpools. We have a partnership with Commute with Enterprise. There's an app that we promotes called Connecting VA. That app allows you to log your trips. It will tell you how much money you're saving, how many calories you've burned if you're in active transportation, which is like walking or biking or scooters. It will also qualify you to get rewards and prizes. You earn points based off of your commuting habits. And it the best part is it gives you a guaranteed ride program, which I can tell you a little bit more about too.
Sure. You mentioned vanpooling. I think that's one of the more popular elements of the program, and it comes with benefits.
Yes.
For participants. Tell us more about that.
So the vanpool itself, if they are within our Commute with Enterprise vanpool program, will qualify for a $500 subsidy. There's some other programs that we have working with our partnership at DRPT that we can provide as vans are starting up to also provide additional discounts to help them get started. It's only a 30-day lease, so it's something that people can try if they don't like it. They're not locked in for long term, which is really great. They don't have to worry about the maintenance of the vans. All of that is taken care of. So it's not just a van. It's anything between 7 to 15 passengers. So sometimes these are SUVs as well. But you're getting a gently used, almost brand new SUV or van that you're able to use with your other commuters to get around.
Now, I know one of the challenges of ride sharing or carpooling is having to know that, geez, what if there's an emergency? What if I can't get back home? What if I have to work overtime? That's happened to me in the past.
Yes.
But in this case, goCommute solves that problem.
It does. And I completely relate. As a parent, sometimes you get that call from the school. You got to go back and get your kid. Life happens. And so with this program, if you are logging your trips, then you can actually go into that app and request a ride home. It's what we call our guaranteed ride home. So we will call an Uber or a taxi on us and get you back to your starting destination.
That's really a good low barrier way to try
it really is. It takes some of that fear out of it, that concern that you're not going to be able to get back where you need to go. So it removes that pressure and stress that you would have.
Now, you mentioned rewards.
Yes.
Talk us through what some of those rewards are.
So there's all sorts of rewards that are in the app. Sometimes they're discounts or coupons that are in there, but we also do giveaways. You can enter for gift cards. You'll sometimes see $50, $100 gift card raffles. For Bike Month last year, there was an electric bike. So there's always exciting things that are within the app, and you earn points within that app as you're entering your commuter habits where you're not commuting alone, and that will allow you to apply those towards rewards.
And you might be commuting with friends and
Yes.
colleagues, so that's always a little bit more interesting, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Employers also play a key role in reducing congestion. And we have what's called the GoPass 365, which is an annual fare card for our services, the buses, the ferry, light rail, trolley. How can employers take advantage of goCommute and the programs that you offer?
That's a great question. I really like to think of this program as something that is beneficial to workforce development. It is something needed for our workforce to be able to get people to and from their jobs. So for employers, you mentioned the GoPass program. That is actually administered through goCommute. It is for HRT, but it is an annual pass that employers can get for their employees to ride transit. So we really encourage and push that program. We can also work with them on our van pooling options. We go in and we'll talk to new employees and new hires, help them make connections for ride shares and van pooling. You can do that in the app actually by going in and registering. Will allow you to find others that might be commuting the same way that you are, that are looking for others they can connect with. So plenty of programs. We're happy to come out and talk with employers about that, but also talk to their team members. We even do that with the military, where we're going to what they call in-docks, where new employees are coming, and we go to employee benefit fairs. We're all over speaking.
And I have to say, too, goCommute has an office at Naval Station Norfolk.
It does. And so we actually have a staff member, Caleb Smith, that is out there most days of the week. And he is not only there, but he is meeting with other installations. The military is so important to this region, and being able to get people where they need to go. They're coming here from other places, overseas. How do they connect? How do they get here? They might only have one vehicle in their family, and everybody needs to get where they're going. So it's important that we help connect them. And parking can be a challenge as well, especially at our shipyards. So that is something else that we work with. A lot of the employers we work with that have a challenge with parking will offer prioritized parking for vanpool and carpool, so that's also encouraged.
There's also some financial incentives potentially for employers.
Yes, there are. There's different tax benefits that they can take advantage of. We can provide them information about that, or they can talk with their CPA to look at those options. Something else I'll mention too is we also encourage employers and those commuting to check out our park and ride lots. Yeah. So it's a great way to meet up. I don't have to go pick you up, Thomas, in your driveway. You and I can just meet at one of the park and ride lots or a transit center and get to where we need to go from there.
No, that's a really underutilized a part of this network that we provide.
It is, and it's a great way to, if you're taking transit, there's park and ride lots, but even if you're just meeting others that you want to carpool or vanpool with, it's a great, safe, and often free place to go ahead and meet others.
And your service area is more than just HRT 6 cities.
It is. So it's the entire Hampton Roads region. So this program's pretty unique. So even though it is housed under the umbrella of Hampton Roads Transit, we work with WADA, which is the Williamsburg Area Transit Authority, with Suffolk Transit, and with other communities that are both, underserved or just not served by transit at all. So it's the entire Hampton Roads region. Anything that falls within that Hampton Roads metropolitan region is the area that we serve.
And I've seen some of the maps. I mean, people do commute a huge distance up to shipyards and other employers. So what a great way for them to get to work.
They do. And I'll mention with that, even if you are outside of the Hampton Roads area, so for example, we have commuters coming as far as Edenton, and they're coming to a shipyard. Because they're coming to an employer within Hampton Roads, they can still take advantage of our programs, including the Guaranteed Ride program.
So how can people learn more about goCommute?
They can go to our website, so www.gocommute.org. They can also go to our social media pages. They can find us on Facebook and Instagram, as well as LinkedIn.
Great. Well, thank you for taking the time to tell us more about goCommute. Do check out the new website. It looks gorgeous and nice, bright colors, and it's a great change, and congratulations.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me today.
Well, thank you all for joining us on this episode of On the Move. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out. See you again soon.